All right, we did it. We are finally live. You can't start a live stream without some technical difficulties. It always happens. But welcome to day one of Black Friday 2025. Uh, we have some crazy Black Friday deals this year. Now, this is the first day. So we are kicking it off with one brand specifically. And then I have another brand who also launched something kind of new that some of you have been waiting for that I'll share with you. But yeah, I'm going to be doing this every day pretty much until Black Friday ends because all the brands are coming out with different deals um, on different days. And I will say that you are going to get the absolute best possible deal from my channel because some brands are offering this channel specifically an even greater deal than their normal Black Friday deal on their website. So all the deals that are going on will be linked in the description of this live stream. I'm also going to do some, there's some QR codes on screen that you can scan, and that should take you directly to the deal as well. And of course, if you have any questions, not just about the deals or the wallets we're talking about today, feel free to drop them in the comment section. And I think we can just go ahead and jump right into it. So yeah, you won't find these deals anywhere else. Today's day one, and we are kicking it off with Ryder, which originally I had Ryder at 50% off, but it is 30% off. So their normal deal on the website is 20% off, but if you use my link, you're getting 30% off. So you're saving $74 basically. The normal price on the Ryder wallet is $249. The deal is $174. And also, if you want to see the review for any of these wallets that we'll be talking about on the live stream, I've left my hands-on review for each wallet in the description of this video if you want to bookmark it and go watch it later. And then I'll answer some questions live as well. But I did just put down some of the main features that I take away from each wallet. With Ryder, it's really simple setup. It's similar to Tangem. It's basically like Tangem, but with a screen. So setup can be done in about 60 seconds, especially if you've used a cold wallet before. It's really simple. You basically just download the Ryder app, you scan your Tangem wallet, you scan your recovery card, you scan your phone, and then the device is set up. You don't get a seed phrase at first, so it is a seedless setup in the beginning. However, if you want to know your seed phrase after your wallet is set up, you can go into the settings, tap, view your recovery phrase, and then after you input your PIN, you can look at your seed phrase and write it down after the setup if that's what you want to do. Or if you just want to keep it as a seedless wallet, then you can use it that way as well. It's easy like Tangent, but uses a secure screen like Ledger. So it's a mobile only wallet. It's an NFC wallet. So you literally just hold it up to your phone and scan it for transactions, but you still confirm the transactions on the physical Ryder device. Whereas with Tangem, of course, you approve it on your phone screen. So that's the main difference there. So it is a tap to sign experience. On iPhone, you can tap it on the front of your screen or on the front of your phone. And with Android phones, you have to tap it on the back. That's just the way Android is designed. That's why I'm an iPhone user mainly. But it is fully wireless. There's no ports, and it does support wireless charging. And even if the battery were to fail, down the line in the future, you can always use the wallet connected to the wireless charger. But because of its fully enclosed design, it is IP67 rated, so it's dust and waterproof, and that makes it travel friendly as well. And just like Tangem, you can use it on the go because, again, all you need to use it really is the Ryder device and your phone. So yeah, the deal of that is in the description. Of course, if you have any more questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. The QR code down here should take you to the website as well. And that's day one. So Ryder wanted to get a head start on the Black Friday sale. So this is the earliest deal that we have. We have more deals coming. I believe the 20th is going to be the next deal, and then the 21st. And then basically all throughout, up till Thanksgiving, there will be new sales coming out every day or every other day. So if you have been waiting to get the Ryder One wallet, this is the best time to get it because it's the best possible deal. If you're waiting for other wallets, then you'll just have to hold tight and wait for their deals to drop. That said, I do want to make you aware that the Trezor Safe 7, which is one of my favorite wallets on the market right now, their green design, the Obsidian Green, is now available for pre-order. And if you did order one, the black one or the Bitcoin Orange, Trezor did announce that they started shipping those. That's because the government finally reopened, so they got confirmation from the FCC to finally start shipping these things to the US. But if you've been waiting for the Obsidian Green one, you can order that one. And again, using my link in the description of this live stream, you will get that free wireless charger with your Trezor Safe 7. I don't have the green one. I just have the charcoal black one, which is still a cool color, but the back is super cool. So yeah, if you're looking to get your Trezor Safe 7 in Obsidian Green, you can do that now. Let's power this on. And if you're waiting for the Trezor Black Friday deals to get your Safe 7, I don't know if they finalize their deals, but it should be coming soon. I will say with the Safe 7, I don't think you're going to get a better deal than what's currently offered using my link, which is a free wireless charger. I don't believe they're going to do any discounts on the Safe 7 because it is their newest product. So there will, from what I know, they're going to be selling it full price, but you'll get that free wireless charger for the Black Friday deal. So I don't think the deal is any different. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's not. So yeah, this is what we're looking at. And I'm going to go to the live chat here. A little bit says Black Friday is here. A little bit says it only says 30% off. That's because I originally had it at 50% off. There was some confusion. I thought it was going to be 50% off, but it's 20% off if you just go to the website, or 30% off if you use my link. So you're getting that additional 10% off using my link, which is where I got confused. Shout out to 352 Lambo. Looks like you updated your profile picture. Appreciate you joining the live stream. Pearls of Wisdom, good afternoon. Shout out to John. Love you, brother. Thanks for joining the live. Mike says, isn't there a top 20 comparative spreadsheet on the 12 or so main features to consider? Not a bad idea. I don't have that spreadsheet. And I will say, like, when you're looking to get a cold wallet, there's two deal breakers that I look at, because let's be honest, most cold wallets on the market, they all do the same thing. They are for signing crypto transactions. That's all a cold wallet does. I mean, obviously, it generates your keys in a secure environment. It stores your key in a secure environment. But all they really do are they sign crypto transactions offline in a secure environment. That's what every cold wallet does. So in terms of usability, they all do the same thing. So then it kind of comes down to the setup process and then the day-to-day use, as far as like what you should be looking at. And then also the physical device. Do you prefer a touchscreen? Do you prefer buttons? But the two deal breakers that I look at, Mike, are coin support. Should be the first thing you look at before you look at anything else. Obviously, if the wallet doesn't support the cryptocurrencies that you want to secure with it, then it's not the wallet for you. So any wallets that you can check off your list by looking at what coins they support, that's going to be one of the quickest ways. And then the next thing you want to look at is device compatibility. Does a wallet work with the devices you have at home? Some wallets like Tangem and Rider are mobile-only wallets, so they only work with NFC-compatible iOS and Android phones, whereas some wallets are desktop only, like the old Trezor models are mainly a desktop wallet. And then there's some wallets like the new Trezor Safe 7 that works with both your mobile and desktop devices. So those are the two deal breakers you should check. Other than that, I mean, all these wallets are really going to secure your crypto equally. So then it just comes down to your preference on, the functionality of the wallet. But at the end of the day, all these cold wallets do the same thing. So really, you need to consider other things like, are you traveling with your wallet? Is it more an at-home wallet? That'll help you kind of figure out like what form factor you're looking for. Do you want something more discreet? Do you need something durable? Does it need to be waterproof even? All things you should consider. Edward says, I already have a Ledger Nano S Plus and 2 Tangem sets. Do you think either of these cold wallets on sale now are of any use to me? Only you can answer that. Only you can answer that. I would say you should definitely have your crypto diversified, which it sounds like you might already have. Um, and it sounds like you have a good diversification of wallets. The Nano S Plus is a desktop only wallet. It doesn't have a battery, so you have to plug it into your computer to use it. Whereas Tangem is a mobile only wallet. So that's a pretty good setup. If for some reason you're looking to maybe diversify your crypto further, or you want a wallet that you can use that has an actual screen that you can use with both your phone and your computer, like maybe if you travel or you live like more of an active lifestyle, then I could see something like Rider One or even the Safe 7 making sense for that scenario. But if you're happy with the two wallets you have, then I wouldn't say you need to get another wallet. It really just depends. But if you've been in the market for another wallet, then absolutely I would consider either of these ones. But again, always check those two deal breakers that I mentioned: coin support, device compatibility. But fortunately, the Safe 7 works with both mobile and desktop. Rider One is a mobile only wallet. So, for example, maybe you really like Tangem, but you want a device that you can confirm transactions on the physical hardware wallet device, but you still like the usability and ease of use of Tangem, then the closest thing you're going to get to that is the Rider One wallet, because it's, like I said, it's like Tangem with a screen. Um, and Rider is unique in that way. It's one of the only wallets that works almost exactly like Tangem, but has the on-screen verification. So they are the only wallet on the market to offer that usability. Cremel 333, will you have Tangem? Yes, Tangem. Like, I'll have all the cold wallet deals. I'm going to be going live every day with new deals as they release. So I will have the best possible sales on this channel, even better than you're going to find on the websites. Like I said, I put in a lot of work and effort to get you guys the best possible deals, not just for Black Friday, but every day. So sometimes brands will work with me just because I communicate with them. They'll give me the better deal versus other YouTubers or influencers who aren't putting in the effort to go out and actually talk to these brands. Whereas I like to have a relationship with these people. It's fun to talk to the brands. It's fun to see what they're up to and know what they're doing. And as a result, our audience and our community gets the better deals. So yes, like I said, this is just day one. We have a lot more deals coming. Mark says, what are you buying currently? Don't know if you're talking about crypto, Mark, or wallets, but not sure. Kreml says, thanks for being unbiased. Absolutely. Blake Hernandez says, got the Tangem ring and the 2-card bundle and love it. Nice. Yeah, I'm wearing my Tangem ring right now. And it is a great wallet, especially for traveling. I'd say some of the best wallets for traveling right now, because I know there's some people on the channel who don't even have like a place they call home necessarily. They're not homeless. They are just they just travel all around the world, which is super cool. But they also own crypto. And I'd say the best wallets on the market for traveling right now is Tangem and Rider One would be my top two, mainly because those are the two most durable wallets on the market. They're both IP rated. They're both dust and waterproof. They're also both really discreet. But then really any other mobile wallet like the Trezor Safe 7 would be some good follow-ups after those ones. Casey says, what do you think the Black Friday deals will? Okay, I think you finished your comment down on the next one. I'll check it. Blake says, was looking at Ledger and Trezor hard, but Tangem is legit. They all work, but Tangem is stupid easy. Yeah, Tangem is still going to be the most user-friendly wallet on the market, which is why I recommend it the most to beginners. But not everyone likes Tangem. I mean, that's okay. So like I say, there's a wallet for everyone. Some people hate Tangem. Some people hate Ledger. I even know some people hate Trezor because they don't have the best coin support. So there's no such thing as a perfect wallet or the best wallet. There's only what's best for you. So that's why it's important to really look at what you need and what you want before you buy the wallet, because so many people buy wallets just because they'll read something on Reddit and someone's like, this is the best wallet, and then they get it and they're like, oh well, this wallet doesn't even work with the crypto that I hold. One of the most common things I see. So you definitely want to be checking. Tangem is awesome, absolutely. And again, if you are looking to try something like Tangem with an on-screen verification, Rider One is the closest thing you're going to get. They kind of modeled their whole wallet after that. That ease of use and the quick setup. Just tap to scan. So you just hold it up to your phone to approve transactions. I actually could probably show you. If you haven't seen the Rider One review, you should definitely check it out after the live stream. But let me see if I can't show you a little bit of Rider right now. I have to switch my camera here. Pull this up, bring this down. If you haven't seen Rider, this is what it looks like. I could probably compare it to Tangem here, so you get a size comparison. Tangem card, Rider wallet. It's about the same width. Oh, but yeah, you just hold the button to power it on. And for as small as this screen is, it's actually a really nice screen. It's responsive. Buttons are easy to tap. It's hard to do on camera though. With my super secure pin. And then each Rider wallet comes with a recovery tag. We're starting to see a lot of wallets begin to offer a backup tag. So this is basically, oops, sorry. So this is this copies your seed phrase from the device onto the tag. So it's similar to Tangem. In that Tangem, when you set it up on your phone, it copies the seed phrase to the card. When you set up the seed phrase on your Rider wallet, it actually uses a Shamir backup, so it splits your seed phrase into multiple shares and encrypts it, splits it up, and then part of that share is sent to the recovery tag, being one. So this is what you use anytime you want to recover your Rider One wallet. This is IP68 rated, I believe, so it's even more durable than the wallet. But the wallet itself is also waterproof. But yeah, I mean, anytime you want to use the phone, you literally just, or use the wallet, you just hold it up to your phone. This is an Android phone, so I have to hold it up to the back. But it is a really nice user interface. Super simple. The Rider app is what they're working on making better, because they are still a new brand. But this is kind of what the app looks like as well. If you want to receive crypto, and I need to update the app on this phone, which I haven't done yet. Yeah, this is the Rider One wallet. I'm going to update my app on my Android phone, and then I can show you a little more on that in a second. Scoot this out of the way for now. Casey says, what do you think the Trezor Black Friday deals will be? I'm debating getting the Safe 7 now versus waiting on a good deal on the Safe 5 or Safe 3. I can't say for sure what the deals will be. They haven't been confirmed. But if it was anything like last year, I think the Safe 5 and Safe 3 were, I want to say they were 30 or 20% off. I think it was 20 to 30% off. And then the super old models, the Model 1 and the Model T, I think they were like 40% off. So I would assume it's somewhere in the same range. But just know that the difference between the Safe 5, the Safe 3, and the Safe 7. The Safe 5 and Safe 3 are mainly, they're mainly computer wallets. So if you want to use your wallet with your phone, you would need to upgrade to the Safe 7, because the Safe 7 is Trezor's first mobile wallet. It works with your phone wirelessly and with your computer. Also, something I didn't mention in the review is the Safe 7, since it uses an encrypted Bluetooth connection. Not only is that how you connect it to your phone, but it also connects to your computer using Bluetooth, which, for example, Ledger doesn't do, even though Ledger uses Bluetooth. So in terms of usability, the Safe 7 is a huge upgrade. And then, of course, I mean, if you're looking at the screen and the size of everything, I mean, the screen on the Safe 7 is a lot larger as well. I can show you all the Ledger wallets for comparison here. Or sorry, all the Trezor wallets. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. So yeah, I mean, we got this is the first hardware wallet ever, the Trezor, the Model 1, and we have the Model T. So both of these, they both still work. Trezor supports both of them, but they don't have a secure element chip, which is really important to protect against physical brute force attacks. And then both of these, of course, are mainly desktop wallets. Then we have the Safe 3. This was the first Trezor wallet to use a secure element chip, and it is an open source secure element chip. I believe it's created by Infineon, but you can see it is a smaller screen. The actual screen size is about that big. Then you have the Safe 5. Also uses the same chip as in the Safe 3, Infineon open source, Gorilla Glass screen, and it is a nice screen. But then when you compare it to the Safe 7, which uses 2 open source chips, one created by Satoshi Labs, which is a creator of Trezor, and then the same Infineon chip using the Safe 5, the screen is a lot larger and a lot nicer. And the buttons are just so big. But yeah, if you don't care about the wireless compatibility with the Safe 7, then the Safe 3 and the Safe 5 are still great options. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for. But I mean, easily for me, since I own all of them, the Safe 7 is by far my favorite Trezor wallet. But I'm also huge on mobile compatibility. I'm not always just sitting at my desk when I'm managing my crypto, and I have different wallets for different things. So I like to be able to, manage my crypto from my phone in a secure manner. So any wallet that lets me do that. I would like to buy the Ledger Nano Gen 5. Nice. Yeah, Ledger deals will be coming out later. Probably in a couple days. So if you're waiting for a Ledger deal, stay tuned. I do have the Gen 5 right here, and if you haven't seen my review, definitely check it out. But yeah, the Gen 5 is basically you're getting the same wallet as the Stacks and the Flex, but for a lot less money. Because this one is, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's $179. The Ledger Flex is $249, and then the Ledger Stacks is about $400. Virtually all the same wallets. Virtually all the same wallets. Most affordable, mid-range, and then yeah. Anyways, they all work the same. The only difference between the different touchscreen models is the Gen 5 doesn't have wireless charging, and whereas the Ledger Stacks does have wireless charging, and then it's just like a cheaper plastic shell versus the Ledger Flex that has like a brushed aluminum shell. And this also doesn't have a magnet to stack, but it does have a magnet for the portfolio holder, or like the protective case. Whereas with the Ledger Flex, you can stack them. So that's really the only difference. Here's 3 Ledger Flexes and they stack together. So yeah, Gen 5 I think is a good deal if you're looking to get a Ledger touchscreen wallet. Genesis says, will Blockstream Jade have any good Black Friday deals? I want to start using Liquid Bitcoin. They should have some deals. I don't know what they are. But when they come out, they'll be here on the channel and I'll be sharing them with you. Like I said, the day that the deals come out, I'm going to be going live and you're going to know exactly what the deal is, and the link will be in the description and you'll be able to take advantage of it and you'll get the best deals here. Got an Ellie Pal 24-word steel seed phrase card on sale. from Amazon too. Nice. So yeah, I am going to be sharing some Amazon deals later because Amazon Black Friday starts on November 20th, I believe, and I'll have all the deals for Amazon listed as well when that deal starts. I was going to start today, but to make sure we all save the most money, I want to wait till Amazon has their Black Friday as well. Mike says has 15 to 20 coins, so having a challenge finding an array of wallets until I can sell off to my top 6. PC capabilities another challenge in a mobile trend. Yeah, I mean, on all the websites, you can go to the coin support tab and type in all your cryptocurrencies and see if the wallet supports your coins. Wallets like, I mean, if you're looking for a desktop, Ledger has good coin support, probably one of the better options. So you just got to search. And yeah, you might end up having to use different wallets. I will say wallets like Ledger and Trezor allow you to manage even more cryptocurrencies using third-party apps. So for example, the coin support really comes from Ledger Live, or now it's called Ledger Wallet. But like what Ledger does is they don't support some cryptocurrencies in Ledger Live. So they'll make you download a different third-party wallet app like MetaMask, for example, or Rabby, which is completely safe to do because you're just connecting your hardware wallet to that software. It's no different than using Ledger Live. And doing stuff like that, you can get even more coin support for your wallet. So just things to consider. Pearls of Wisdom, appreciate all your effort and information. Absolutely. I appreciate you being here. The Storm 36 says, which wallet do you recommend for HBAR? I mean, it really depends on what you're looking for, but Tangem, if it's your first cold wallet, I would go with Tangem. It supports HBAR, and it's an easy wallet to use if you don't mind using a mobile wallet or a wallet with your phone. Other than that, Ledger also supports HBAR, and those would probably be my top 2 recommendations. Yeah, and exactly. Thanks for confirming that Tangem works with HBAR, and yes, Ledger does too. And Blake is also now holding HBAR on Tangem. Let's see. We are live on a few different places. Shout out to everyone over on X. If you are on X, always forget to post the deals. So I just posted these deals on X down. It's in the comment of this live stream if you want to check out the deals. Let's see. I got my Tangem ring a few weeks ago. They finally started making smaller sizes for women. Yay. Oh, that's super cool to hear. I didn't know they had smaller sizes. Maybe they came out with another batch. But yeah, I'm glad that you got the ring, and I'm glad that it fits well. Jamie says, what's something you're hoping to see in future cold wallets? Any features you think would make current available wallets even better? Honestly, Jamie, when it comes to cold wallets, I am looking for stupid simple. I want it to be easy to use. That's what I like. I think that's what most people desire. Buying a cold wallet, we already expect it to be secure. Like that's the reason we're using cold wallets. And I think everyone has got the security aspect down. What brands need to start focusing on, in my opinion, is the usability and how user-friendly the device is. The less steps there are to get the wallet set up, and the less steps there are to buy crypto, to sell crypto, to swap it, to do transfers, the more streamlined and easy that is to do, the better the wallet is. And that's what I'm looking forward to. And that's how you know we're still early to crypto, is because it's still such a complicated space, and doing some basic tasks can be somewhat confusing. So as we get into like crypto mass adoption, kind of like the internet, like it used to be dial up, it used to be kind of a pain in the butt. Someone would call your home and you'd get kicked off the internet. It wasn't very efficient. The internet scared people. That's kind of where crypto is now. Crypto won't see crazy mass adoption until everyone is using it and we don't know we're using it. So I think that's cold wallets should be working towards a world like that, in my opinion. So that's what I hope to see. How's coin support on Rider 1? Better than the old Trezor, comparable to Tangem? So because Rider is so new, their coin support is more limited than something like Tangem. But of course, their priority is adding new coin support. And the cool thing about like the coin support with really any hardware wallet is all you have to do to get the new coins and networks that are released once these brands release them. You just do a simple update, a firmware update on the device. And with Rider, all you have to do that is the firmware updates are done through NFC. So you literally just hold up the wallet to the phone. In fact, I don't know if I'll be able to do it. No, I think I can. Let me show you. I think I need to do a firmware update here on the Rider One wallet right now. So let's try it out. Bring this up more, scoot this back. Okay, let's see. I've never done a firmware update on this device. Also, this phone I'm using is terrible. It's a Android phone. It's the Solana Seeker. It's in my opinion, it's a piece of crap. That's why I don't use Android, but this one especially. So bear with me. But first, make sure your Rider One is turned on and unlocked. Okay, we did that. Continue. Press start to update. Place your Rider One in the purple zone on the top of your phone. Wait until it reaches 100%. Okay, so I'm not going to do that on this phone because this phone is weird. I have to hold it in a very specific spot. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Okay, looks like we're doing it. So yeah, on iPhone, you literally would just hold it where it's flashing. But since this is a piece of crap Android, I have to hold it on the back. And yeah, so that's how you do the firmware updates. And right now, this update is actually giving me access to more cryptocurrencies, which is another cool thing about Rider. Whereas like with other wallets, you usually have to connect it to a USB-C cable. Some of them offer Bluetooth updates, but we are starting to see more wallets use NFC because NFC is ultimately just the easiest thing to use. So yeah, I'm going to set that aside here. I should just be able to set my phone on top of it and it'll keep updating. And I'll go back. So yeah, to answer your question, the coin support on Rider One is not great now. If you go to their website using the link in the description, you can look at the current coin support and just know that they are working on adding a lot more. So yeah. Let's see. If Tangem disappears or goes bankrupt, will their app go offline? Is this a problem if my Tangem is seedless? So they have an entire article on this, and I've answered this question tons of times, but I'm happy to answer it again. So a couple things, specifically with a seedless Tangem wallet. If Tangem goes bankrupt and their app were to disappear from like the App Store, for example, it doesn't mean that the app will disappear, from your phone. And also the basic functions of the Tangem app, such as sending and receiving crypto, do not rely on Tangem servers or Tangem APIs. The sending and receiving functions rely solely on the blockchain. So even if Tangem were to shut down and shut down all their servers, those two basic functions would still work. So you would still be able to send your crypto out of your Tangem wallet to back to an exchange or to a new wallet or something like that. So yeah, not a big deal. Also, the Tangem app is 100% open source and available on GitHub. So technically, I mean, if you have the know-how, anyone can go and rebuild the app and use it. And even if you don't know how, you could probably, in today's age, you can use AI to rebuild the app. But that's like worst case scenario. And that's mainly for people who aren't using a seed phrase, right? If you have a seed phrase and you're using Tangem, then it definitely doesn't matter because you'll just take that seed phrase, import it into a different brand of wallet, and then you'll be good to go. A little bit says, cannot wait for a Rider to get more coin support. Looks like an amazing product. Yeah, I agree. I think Rider's got it down, and I think a lot of people are just waiting for that improved coin support. I will say the cool thing about being early to wallets like Rider is that you get to help kind of shape the future of where the device is going. So if you are a Rider One user and you want to see a certain network supported or something, they are looking for that feedback from their users and potential customers. So definitely let them know, whether on social media or in the comments section here on the channel. Let them know what you want to see so they can add it. Um, but yeah, it's not the first time that we've been early to wallets on this channel. Like, we've helped shape other wallets as well. Like Tangem, a couple years ago, Tangem didn't have the seed phrase option. It was this channel. It was all of you on this channel, and just me communicating the desire for a seed phrase to Tangem. That's the reason they added the seed phrase, is because we all wanted that. And that's what I'm saying here. Any new wallets coming out, it's really about communicating what you want to see, and letting the company know so that they can focus on what users actually want. Giuliano, you're welcome. Mark says, what's your favorite wallet currently? So the wallet I use the most is Tangem, but that's just because it's the most user-friendly wallet. But my favorite wallet, I'd say like recently that was released, is probably the Trezor Safe 7, just because I already liked Trezor. But I always kind of used it more as like a long-term hold wallet that I didn't use often, because all the other Trezor wallets never had a battery. You had to use it with your computer. But now with the Safe 7, it has a really good battery, and it's wireless, so I can use it with my phone. So that's probably the wallet that I was most excited about recently. And then next would be Rider, because again, it's basically like Tangem, but with the screen. And once they get their coin support unlock and get their app a little more fleshed out, I think it'll be up there with the best of them. And then a review that I launched yesterday, which I was really surprised. I'm not a fan of air gap wallets, mainly because they're just not that enjoyable to use. And also because they don't actually provide any more real world security compared to a non air gap wallet. It's really just a marketing tactic. But I was really surprised with the Arrow wallet. This is a brand new, another new brand, and they'll have some crazy deals coming out soon as well. But this wallet is awesome. This is probably my favorite air gap wallet on the market right now. If you haven't seen my review that I dropped yesterday, you should definitely go watch it. But this thing is a cool wallet. If I buy the Ledger Nano Gen 5, I will install some utility apps such as security key app to use as a physical pass key. Nice. Yeah, it's a good idea. Luca says, any Tangem deals? Again, this is day one of the deals. There's only one deal that's live today, and it's from Rider One, and it's 30% off their wallet. So you're saving $74. The link to this is in the description. And then the only other thing I mentioned is the Trezor Safe 7 now. You can pre-order the green version, which a lot of you were waiting for. And if you use the link in the description, you get that free wireless charger. Those are the only things we have going on today. This is day one. I'll be going live every single day to bring you the new deals. And we have the best deals on this channel, better than what the websites are offering just on their website, right? Again, I have a close working relationship with most of these brands to get the best possible deals for everyone. And that's why this channel, you'll always see, has the best deals. And I'll be going live every day to bring you those deals. So you're not going to miss them. So yeah. Let's see. Agom, do you think it is necessary to add a passphrase after the 24 words? I wouldn't say it's necessary. Like 24 words on their own are extremely secure. However, I don't think it's a bad idea. In fact, I think it's a good idea to use a passphrase if your seed phrase is ever compromised, but you are using a passphrase wallet. They still won't be able to access that passphrase wallet since it is your seed phrase plus passphrase combined. Also, that's an easy way to diversify your crypto, right? You can create an unlimited number of passphrase wallets using one seed phrase. So even if you had one 24-word seed phrase, you could technically create 10,000 passphrase wallets, all with their own, seed phrase passphrase combo, all with their own receiving addresses, and have your crypto secured and diversified across different wallets. So it kind of depends on what your goal is, and if your crypto is already diversified. But I think using a passphrase is a good option. Mike says, I appreciate the Ledger insights. Is there a concern of losing coins off network by Ledger using different apps, or is that already safely mapped out between them? Is there a concern of losing coins off network by Ledger using? I'm not sure what you mean by that exactly. If you could clarify, I might be able to give you a better answer. Can you show the Rider UI on the phone? Absolutely. It's We're at 80% on the firmware update. So once the update is done on the Rider device, I'll show you the UI. The UI right now for Rider is extremely simple, very straightforward. Um, and they're working on adding more features like Tangem to the UI. So take that as you will, but I like simplicity, and right now it is like really simple. But in the future, we should be seeing the swap function coming out soon, so you'll be able to swap crypto directly in the app and sell crypto directly in the app. Right now, if I remember correctly, you can just obviously you can send and receive crypto, which is arguably the most important thing, and then you can buy crypto as well. That said, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Most of all the cold wallets, they offer the buying, the selling, and the swapping inside the native app. I don't use those features. Generally, you're going to get the best rates by using an external crypto exchange. So, like when you're buying crypto, if you just buy it on something like Kraken and then send it to your cold wallet, you're still going to get way better rates than if you just buy it directly in your cold wallet. And same with selling it. And I'm talking like double the price. Like if you're purchasing a large amount of crypto on a cold wallet, you're going to be spending double on fees and things like that by purchasing it directly through the cold wallet in most cases compared to just buying it on your preferred exchange and sending it to your wallet. So for me personally, I'm not like I don't get too bent out of shape if a wallet app doesn't have a buy and sell feature. The swap feature can be nice. That way, I don't have to send my crypto to an exchange just to swap it and then send it back, even though you'll still probably get better rates technically. But yeah, I just want to put that out there. I'll show the UI here in a minute. Is Tangem? Sorry, I cannot use this today. I've been sick for I think 2 months now, and I'm taking care of myself. I'm getting like 6 hours of sleep, which is pretty good. I'm drinking hot teas. I'm drinking chicken broth that I make. I'm working out. I'm exercising. I'm eating right, and I'm still sick. So why I was saying that? Oh, because my brain is not functioning well today. So sorry for like I'm all over the place. Is Tangent the best cold wallet for long-term storage to gift to someone who maybe isn't into crypto? It seems like a good starter and most cost-effective. It's hard to say like what's the best for long-term storage because I'd say like durability wise, yes, Tangem and probably like Rider are going to be your best options. Uh, but Tangem, it does have a 25-year product replacement warranty, which basically it means is the components used in the cards are designed to last 25 years. So in that sense, it's going to be the best. There's also like no battery in it. Um, and it is the easiest wallet to use. That said, I can't tell you if a wallet is going to be future proof because we don't know what the future of crypto holds. And that's kind of like something that the Trezor Safe 7 focused on is like a lot of people see a future of crypto being quantum resistant. And in order for that to happen, it doesn't happen at the wallet level. It happens at the blockchain level. And basically, the wallets will just implement that technology into their devices. So I can't tell you what wallets will be able to and won't be able to implement that technology or when or how soon that will be. Um, and to be quite honest, you should be looking to update your devices, not just your wallet, but most devices, probably at most every 5 years, because technology moves so fast nowadays, and security moves just as fast. I mean, hackers are constantly trying to find new ways to hack products, and white hat hackers are trying to keep up with that. Um, so yeah, it really depends. But I think in general, like any wallet's going to be decent for long term storage. But Tangem being a good option too. Cool. Uh, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're just 24 word seed phrase is more than enough. It can be. But again, it really depends on what you're after. There is a clear security advantage to using a passphrase along with your 24-word seed phrase. So let's not get confused there. Google user, hello there. Thanks for the great info. Can you have more than one seed phrase wallet in Ledger Flex, or is it only one seed phrase per wallet? Also for one key, can you do a separate video on how? You can only have one, you can only manage one seed phrase in most wallets, including Ledger. If you're looking for a wallet that allows you to manage multiple seed phrase at the same time, the Arrow wallet, again, that I talked about yesterday in my video, this one allows you to manage 10 seed phrases. So this might be a good option depending, what you're looking for. But Ledger, you can only manage one seed phrase at a time. Technically, you can create as many seed phrases as you want using a hardware wallet. Another option would be to set up a passphrase with your wallet, because you can switch between passphrases easily, which is basically the same thing as creating a new seed phrase. So you do have options. James says, is it safe to use in Coinbase the favorite code stored when moving funds to my Tangem wallet? Is it safe to use in Coinbase the favorite code? James, I'm not sure what you're asking exactly, but in general, there's nothing wrong with moving crypto from Coinbase or any exchange to your Tangem wallet, as long as you're sending it on the correct address, or sorry, on the correct network, and you're sending it to the correct cold wallet address, then you're going to be good. Wyatt says he introduced his dad to Bitcoin this year, planning on getting him a Tangem mainly for its ease of use. Nice. I think Tangem is a good way to get your toes wet in the world of cold wallets. And what I've seen a lot of people do on this channel is they'll start with something like Tangem, and then they'll advance to something maybe that has a screen like a Ledger or a Trezor or Rider One. So I think that's a good idea. Tangem, one of my favorite water bottles here. Keeps my water cold. Mike says, I know there's a danger losing one's coins to the cryptoverse by getting addresses wrong. Seems like more opt for that if my core app is using other apps to rein in all my coins. So you're talking about using like a third-party app like MetaMask. I mean, ultimately, it comes down to you as a user. You just have to double check the address. It's really that simple. Skunky Dog 420 says, is the Ledger Flex still a safe bet for long-term storage, or would it be worth upgrading to the Safe 7 in your opinion? I think either one is going to be fine. And I don't think one is necessarily better than the other. Again, you want to check the deal breakers. Trezor supports a lot less networks and coins than Ledger. So you want to check, do they both support the coins that you want to secure with it? That should be the first thing you check before anything else. They both work with desktop and mobile devices, so they both should be compatible with that. So the next thing you probably want to look into is like, what screen style do you prefer? Because let's say, for example, the Ledger Flex is an e-ink touchscreen. So there is no backlight with the screen, so you can't use it in the dark, because if you power off the light, then you can't see the screen. Whereas the Trezor Safe 7 has one of the brightest screens on the market at 700 nits, which is like iPhone territory. The other main difference would be this one has wireless charging. The Ledger Flex doesn't. This has a LiFePO 4 battery, which has a longer lifespan than a standard lithium battery used in one like the Flex. What else? This is magnetic, so you can stack it with more Flexes, which no one really cares about. This has 2 secure element chips that are open source. This is also 100% open source, whereas the Ledger Flex is 95% open source. They don't use an open source secure chip, whereas Trezor does. Trezor uses 2 secure chips. And then, of course, we all know Trezor, the Safe 7 is quantum ready, which means they're already using post-quantum cryptography in the wallet, which really just means they should be able to add post quantum cryptography updates easier than most other wallets in the future. So if a post quantum wallet is something you're worried about, then the Safe 7 is really the only option for that. Personally, not anything I'm worried about. But yeah, again, I don't think you can go wrong with either option. The only way you're going to go wrong is if you get a wallet that doesn't support the cryptocurrencies you don't hold, or it doesn't work with your devices. So check those two things, and then you can make a better decision. Do you have a different seed phrase as you set up new wallet? Say Tangem and Trezor. You can't use the same seed phrase across all wallets, right? You can. Seed phrases are not brand specific or wallet specific. The only thing I would say that it won't sometimes work is like Tangem supports more networks and cryptocurrencies than Trezor. So if you take your Tangem wallet seed phrase and import it into a Trezor, it might show you the basic coins that you have, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. But any networks that Tangem supports and Trezor doesn't, you're not going to see those in your Trezor wallet because it simply doesn't support those coins, even though those coins are still secured by your seed phrase. So yeah, seed phrases are, you can take them and use them in other wallets. That's why you want to protect it. Like if I showed my seed phrase on the screen right now, you could literally import it into your wallet, even though you don't have my wallet, right? So yeah. Let's see. Checking on the Rider 1 user interface. Let me just finish this up here because I know someone wanted to see what the app looked like. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I do not like Android phones. If you use Android phones, I feel bad for you. I just feel like they are pieces of crap. I've had a few Android phones over my life, and they have all been not good. Maybe I'm just buying the wrong one. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, just a quick update for anyone who is just joining here. This is day one of Black Friday 2025. So again, there's only one brand having their Black Friday sale starting today, and it is Rider. And you won't find the deals that I'm showing you on this channel anywhere else because we get the best deals on the Cyber Scrilla channel because of the relationships that I have formed with these brands. So yeah, you're gonna get the best deals here. And the deal today is Rider 1, which is a new wallet brand. It's basically like Tangem with the screen. It's normally $249. You get 30% off, which takes $74 off, making it only $174. If you want to check out the wallet, I left my full review in the description of this live stream. Also, the deal to this is in the description of the live stream. If you just want to browse their website, check it out, maybe order it, or you can just scan this QR code down here. It will also take you to the website. But it's similar to Tangem in that you can set it up in 60 seconds. All you do to confirm transactions on the screen is you just hold up your Rider 1 device to the phone, just like Tangem, and then you approve the transactions on the actual Rider 1 screen, whereas with Tangem, you approve the transaction in the app on your phone. But it is fully wireless, it is waterproof and dustproof like Tangem, and it is a good wallet for traveling. Okay, I got my app all up to date, so I'm going to show you the Rider 1 app. I know someone wanted to see that. I'll show you how simple it's looking today. Okay, so here we are. This is the current Rider 1 app. Yeah, I do not like this phone, I'm telling you. Okay, so yeah, like I said, it's extremely simple. We have the send, receive, and we have buy. You also have the portfolio balance. You can toggle that to privacy mode. As far as settings, nothing too crazy in settings. You can see all the wallets that you're managing. You can manage multiple Rider wallets in the Rider app. And then you can also, recover any wallets using the Rider recovery tag, which comes with your Rider wallet. Again, this stores part of your seed phrase and helps you recover your Rider wallet. Makes it super simple. But let's say we wanted to receive some crypto, just tap the receive button, and you can scroll through, or if you wanted to search for a certain crypto, let's see, like Solana, you can copy the address. You could also just scan the QR code, and then you just take that to the sending wallet and send it. And I don't have any crypto to send, so I can't show you that. And then the new feature that they just added, you can now buy crypto in the app. So there are, a limited number of coins you can buy: Ethereum, PayPal USD, Tether USD coin, Bitcoin, some meme coins like Trump and Peanut and Pudgy Penguins, Solana as well. And you can buy it using Google Pay, which is cool, or Apple Pay if you're using an iOS phone. Let's say, maybe want to buy $100 worth of Ethereum. It looks like it's going to take you to MoonPay, which is a third-party aggregator where you'll have to create an account, sign up, and then buy the crypto. Once you do that, it's sent directly to your wallet. Pretty much the same as every other cold wallet and how that works. So yeah, that's the Rider One app. It's super simple. I mean, you can't really mess anything up. And anytime you want to confirm transactions, if you're using an iPhone, you literally just hold the wallet right here. You'll approve it on the screen first, and then you just hold it right here. And if you're using an Android, you'll just hold it on the back. With this phone specifically, I have to hold it where it says Seed Vault. It's just because this phone is a cheap piece of crap. So there is the Rider UI. Hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of what you're working with here. Let's see. Mike says, appreciate your time and attention today. Your service to the community is excellent. Thank you. Not sure what's up with the 73. Are you saying that you're 73 years old? If so, that's super cool. Pearls of Wisdom says, only have the Galaxy series, really like it. However, I do very little with the phone. Yeah, I mean, for like 2 years, I literally worked from my phone. I did everything with my phone. I recorded all my videos. I did all the editing on it. And I couldn't imagine doing that on an Android. I don't think it would have worked. I was using an iPhone 12 mini to start this channel, and I grew it to a full-time job using just an iPhone. And that's why I like iPhones so much personally. I don't remember if I had a Galaxy. I know my brother had a Galaxy and it was like, okay, but ultimately he went back to iPhone. What do you think about the cold card queue for long-term Bitcoin storage? I don't have the cold card queue, so I can't comment specifically on that model. Personally, I'm not a fan of cold card or Bitcoin only wallets in general. I think it's purely marketing. And since I hold more than Bitcoin, it's just not a wallet that I use that often. I have one cold card wallet. I think it's kind of cheap looking. I don't think it's the most user friendly. I think there's a lot better wallets out there. That's not to say that it's not secure and that I won't hold your Bitcoin. Of course it will. I'm just saying that it's not my first choice. Google user said it'd be nice if Tangem had import seed phrase on app. If you forget your PIN password without the cards, especially when cards not working, try to importing it to different wallet, didn't work. You can import your seed phrase in the app. I'm not sure what you mean. You can absolutely do that. I've done it several times. So yeah, you can for sure do that. Janine says, what is the purpose of a tag memo when transferring XRP from Coinbase to Tangem? Will I ever need that particular tag memo ever again? Thanks for sharing this good information. Yeah, for sure. So the tag and the memo, you only need that when sending to a crypto exchange. You don't actually need that when you're sending to a cold wallet. You don't put anything in that spot even. You only need a tag or a memo when you send it to the exchange. And when you go to the exchange and you tap the receive button, let's say on Coinbase, the exchange is going to provide you with that memo that you'll paste into your cold wallet address. But when you're sending from Coinbase to Tangem, you don't need to enter a memo. The reason for that is because it has your receiving address. That's what it uses. So that's like essentially your memo. Whereas when you send it to an exchange like Coinbase, you're not actually sending it to, it's because you don't own your crypto on an exchange. The exchange is in control of the wallets that hold your crypto. So what you're seeing on the actual exchange account is just like an account that they made on their end. So to kind of direct where those funds go on their platform, they have to use memo tags. Whereas when you're sending it to a self-custodial wallet where you own the keys and you're in control, the only thing you need as an identifier is your receiving address. So yeah, you don't need the memo tag when sending to a cold wallet. Bitcoin Grower says, how do you compare Rider to Tangem? It's very similar. The setup is similar. Its functionality is similar. Again, to sign transactions, you just approve the transaction on the Rider device. Then you hold it up to your phone to basically approve it in the app. And that's the main difference between Rider and Tangem, is that you have that on-screen verification with Rider versus with Tangem. Obviously, you're only confirming it on the app. Another big thing with Rider is that it does use a type of Shamir backup that was created by the Rider team. Whereas when you set up your seed phrase, it actually splits it into multiple encrypted shares. One of those shares goes on the, let me pull this up here. Oh my goodness. One of those shares goes onto your Rider recovery tag, which is a little tag that comes with your wallet. The other share can be backed up locally to your phone or to iCloud or to your Google account, for example. And again, these are just shares of your seed phrase, so it's not the full seed phrase. So there's not like one point of failure. Like if your iCloud were compromised, they wouldn't be able to access your crypto because it's only a share of your seed phrase and it's also an encrypted share, so they can't do anything without it. But I'd say those are the main differences: the on-device verification, as well as the Shamir backup, or the Shamir backup for your seed phrase. Those are the main differences. And then, of course, Tangem supports more cryptocurrencies right now. Tangem has been around for like going on 9 years now, whereas Rider, they recently just launched their wallet, so it's kind of expected. But yeah, I think Rider is doing everything right. I think they went in the right direction in creating a wallet that really anyone can use and set up in a minute, because that's what Tangem did, and a lot of people like Tangem. So yeah, they're pretty comparable, with a few key differences being the on-device confirmation and then the Shamir backup seed phrase, how it splits your seed phrase. But yes, again, this is just day one, guys, of the Black Friday deals. Day one, Rider was the first one. They jumped the gun. They got ahead of everyone, and they're offering an awesome deal, which is 30% off their wallet, which is you save $74, and you only get that deal here on the channel. You don't get it anywhere else. So if you are interested in the deal, link is in the description, along with my full review of the Rider One wallet if you want to see how it works. Also, I have this QR code on the screen. You can scan. That'll take you to the website if you want to check it out. And again, I'm going to be going live every single day. Tomorrow we'll have day 2. I don't know if there's any new deals tomorrow, so I'll have to check that. But there are some more deals coming out this week. I know a lot of you are waiting for Tangem, Trezor, Ledger, OneKey, maybe the Engrave Zero. Lots of stuff coming up, and I'll have all the best deals here on the channel, and I'll be going live every day to share those deals with you. But the other thing that I was mentioning is any of you who pre-ordered or were waiting to pre-order the Trezor Safe 7 in green, you can now order that. The link is in the description, and if you use that link, you'll get the free wireless charger, even with the green one. So yeah, they just made this available today. And if you pre-ordered the charcoal black or the Bitcoin orange one already, they should start shipping those out. They had estimated they were going to start shipping, I think, next week, and they were able to start shipping today. So that's exciting news. But again, also my review to the Trezor Safe 7, if you haven't checked out this wallet, definitely recommend it. It's super cool. Reviews in the description, along with that link to the deal if you want to order the Obsidian green one. As far as the Trezor Black Friday deals, I don't think they'll have a crazy deal on the Safe 7 just because it's their new product. I think the best thing they're going to offer is what they're already offering, which is a wireless charger, which is what you get, using the link in the description. So I could be wrong, but that's what I'm guessing. 4541 Brian says, what do you think of Decent Biometric Wallet? I'm looking to buy my first wallet for XRP, HBAR, XLM, FLR, and Cardano. So I'm going to be completely honest, Brian. Decent is one of the only wallets I don't recommend. They're 100% closed source, and I talked to the team, and they don't have any plans of becoming open source. So they want to remain closed source, which to me is kind of a red flag, because being that they're 100% closed source, that means all the information of their wallet and their code is kept private to the company. So if the company had a back door, no one would know because they don't make any of that private. And that's the main reason I don't recommend Decent. And the reason you'll see a lot of influencers recommend it is because Decent actually pays people just to publish videos, not even for like selling the wallets, but just to publish a video. So that's why you see a lot of influencers recommending it. It's not a wallet that I've ever recommended, and I don't really talk about it much on the channel. I have one. I don't use it. If you're looking for a wallet that supports XRP, HBAR, XLM, Flare, and Cardano, then I would just go with Tangem. Levon Lawrence, thanks for joining the live stream again. I know I've seen you on the past one. I appreciate you. Everything about crypto and cold wallets I learned from you and your videos. Appreciate everything you do. Thank you. That's super cool. And I still think it's crazy. Like when I created Scrilla, I mean, it's been almost 5 years ago now. I never thought that it would grow into what it is today, or that I'd be helping as many people as I've helped. But that's still my favorite thing to do is to just help people figure out this space because it is so complicated. It is a cesspool. There's full of scams. So it is fun that I get to help people kind of navigate the space more safely than if you just jump in without, knowing what to look for. Dun-dun. But yeah. So yeah, we've got there should be deals for every single hardware wallet brand. Like I said, I already know some of the deals for some of them that are coming out over the next few days and next few weeks. Unfortunately, I wish all of them just launched on the same day. I think that would be cool because then we'd have an idea of what kind of we're working with. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. No one's on the same page. But yeah, that's why Ryder jumped the gun and got in first. They saw an opportunity and took it, which is cool. So I'm glad that we could start it today. But if you're looking for any of these other wallets, whether that's Trezor, Ledger, Cold Card, Tangem, One Key, Engrave Zero, Cold Card, what else is there? LEPAL, which I don't recommend anymore, but still might share their deals. Bitbox. Yeah, I mean, they're all going to have Black Friday deals, and I will be sharing them all on this channel live every single day so that you can get whatever deal you're after and get the best possible deal. Because like I said, you do get the best deals on the channel. Like for example, the Ryder deal that's going on. If you just go to their website on your own, you're going to get 20% off for Black Friday. Whereas if you use our link, you're getting the 30% off. So I'd fight, and I've always fought to get the absolute best deals for everyone on this channel. And that's kind of like one of my main things that I like to do is I want to get the best deals for everyone. So yeah, more to come. TCN Consulting, just tuning in. Got to say, your head and shoulders the best. You have increased my confidence immensely. Thank you. Well, I appreciate you saying that, and I'm glad that you feel more confident navigating the crypto space. Google user says, I downloaded the Tangem app on a new phone and I don't see where to import my seed phrase. My cards don't work. Well, if your cards don't work, then yeah, you can't import the seed phrase. You need something to import the seed phrase into. If you bought a new set of Tangem cards, then you download the app, then you scan one of the cards, you go through the like you originally go through the setup process, you'll tap other options, and then you select import recovery phrase. If your cards don't work, then nothing's going to work, right? So you'd have to get new cards if you're looking to import your seed phrase. Brian says, watch the review of the Safe 7. Really liked it, but no H bar. Thanks for the reply. We'll check out Tangem. Yeah, for sure. And I know Trezor is working on adding more of these coins. A lot of requests have come through. And I did see on Twitter, they replied to someone who replied to one of my comments that they are working on adding more coins like H bar. So hopefully we'll see more from Trezor soon. What do you think of LAPal Titan? I don't think anything of it. I don't recommend LAPal wallets anymore. Not a brand that I feel comfortable recommending or would want to recommend to anyone. I have the LAPal Titan. I have the 2.0. I have the LAPal Mini. I have the LAPal X cards. I've stopped using all of them, mainly because my interactions with them have been, what's the right word? They've just been weird. I think they straight up lied to me in an email, and I think they're deceiving in their marketing. It's just not a brand that I feel comfortable recommending to people when they are willing to lie to their affiliate partners and to their customers and users. So yeah, I would look elsewhere personally. If you really like the LAPal Titan, that's up to you, but not a wallet that I would use. If you're looking for an air gap wallet, I would actually check out the Era wallet. This is a new wallet. This is by far my favorite air gap wallet on the market right now. And if you go to my channel and look at the video that I published yesterday, I just put out the full review of this wallet. It's super cool. You can store up to 10 seed phrases and manage them all from this one wallet. And I think I would use this over LAPal. In fact, I am using this over LAPal. So if you are looking for an air gap wallet, which I don't know if you are, but if you're looking at the LAPal Titan, you probably are. I would go with this one. This one's also waterproof and dust proof. It's got a Gorilla Glass screen, scratch resistant. It's got a camera on the back for scanning QR codes since it's air gapped. It also comes with a wireless charger. The screen is extremely responsive. One of the more responsive e-ink screens, actually the most responsive e-ink screen on the hardware wallet market. So yeah, I would check that out. Dun, 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 dun. Cool. Well, it looks like I caught up to all the questions, which is absolutely wonderful. Any seed phrase metal plates on sale? Yes, but not yet. In a couple days, there are going to be some massive sales on those plates, and I will be sharing them on probably day 3, I think. They'll come out with those. So stay tuned for metal seed phrase plate deals. I'll have all those on future deals. Again, we're super early to Black Friday with the rider deals here. So there's a lot more to come. But if you have been, one of the main reasons I found Rider and why I was able to review it and get in early on it was because a lot of you here on the channel were reaching out and wanting me to review Rider. And so I did, and I'm happy I did. And I hope everyone who was looking to get Rider, was able to find out what they wanted to find out through my reviews. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see here. TCN Consulting says all of these is Ledger, still the only one that can be used as a passkey. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 other passkey type wallets, but yeah, as far as I know, Ledger is the main wallet that you can use as a passkey as well. Sunseeker says, is Rider 1 as good as Tangem? That's going to be subjective. What I might consider good might not be good for you. But in terms of usability and security, I think Rider is on par with Tangem. My main downside with Rider currently is the coin support. Tangem supports over, I think they're at 80 or maybe 65 blockchain networks right now. whereas Rider supports a lot less cryptocurrencies. They support the main ones like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Stacks, some meme coins and things like that. So if you hold any of those like top altcoins, then I'd say Rider is absolutely fine. But until they can get more coin support, they will lag in that department. Versus Tangem has some of the most diverse coin support on the market right now. Can I flash the multi-chain firmware to the Bitcoin Orange Safe 7? So I don't believe so. When they came out with the Safe 5, they told me that the Bitcoin only Safe 5 was not able to, you weren't able to flash the multi-chain or the multi-coin firmware to the Bitcoin only Safe 5. So I just assumed it was the same for the Safe 7. I'm going to have to confirm, but I would assume that the answer is no. Maybe if someone else has the Bitcoin Orange Safe 7, if they could confirm if you can do that, that'd be cool. But I don't believe you can. Forgot to say, can you share with everyone to watch out for scam Ledger letters that are being mailed out with QR code and letter has official Ledger logo? Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, I just did right now, but that has been going around for about 3 years now. So it's definitely not a new scam. But yeah, I mean, I've gotten crypto scam mail. It was actually a thing going on where I lived. A lot of people were getting crypto scam mail. It wasn't Ledger, but it was basically people demanding money in forms of crypto. So definitely, I mean, just use common sense, right? And common sense is probably the best way you can avoid scams in the crypto space. But yeah, and also there's Trezor, fake Trezor emails going around that's saying to update your Trezor wallet firmware to like post quantum and stuff. I received, I think, like 15 emails in 2 days from this fake Trezor account. Anytime you receive mail or an email saying you need to do something with your wallet, you never want to do it through the actual email. If there's an update for your wallet or anything like that, you'd want to do it through your wallet and through the wallet's app. You would never click on any links in the email. You would just open up like Trezor Suite, for example, and connect your wallet. And if there are any updates or any, emergency things that need immediate attention, it's going to show you directly in the app. Never do anything through the email. That's probably the best way you can avoid that. But if anyone's just joining, one last time, this is just day one of Black Friday. We're just getting started. This is the warm-up period. This is, we're just warming up and stretching before the rest of the deals are released throughout the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be going live as the deals come out. Should have new deals every other day. So pretty exciting. If the deal that we announced today isn't the one for you, there are more deals ahead. And this is the best time to buy a cold wallet because you're going to get the best deal, and you're going to get the best deals here on the channel. The one deal today is the 30% off Rider 1. So you're saving $74. Is originally $250. It's only $174 right now. You could set it up similar to Tangem. It works very similar to Tangem, except it has that on-screen verification. And the link to this deal is in the description of the live stream. Also, there is my full review of the Rider 1 if you want to learn more about it before jumping on this deal. And then the only other thing that I had mentioned is that the Trezor Safe 7, which I need to go back to that page. I guess I closed out of it. Trezor Safe 7, the green version, which I know a lot of you were waiting for, is finally available to pre-order. So it's not on sale. It's just the one that a lot of people are waiting for. It's showing the wrong screen still. Let's see. There we go. Share screen. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so the Trezor Safe 7, the green, the Obsidian green, if you're waiting to order that, is now available for pre-order. And if you order the charcoal black or the Bitcoin orange, those should be shipping out starting today. You can see the Obsidian green won't start shipping until December 5th, But if you use a link in the description, you do get that free wireless charger. And also, if you want to see the full review of the Trezor Safe 7, that's also in the description. But Sababa Zip says One Key Pro uses a passkey as well. Thanks for sharing that. I'm not a huge fan of the One Key Pro, but it does work and it does have a passkey. So there we go. But that is about it. I think we'll call it there. I'll see you guys tomorrow or maybe the next day when the next deal comes out. So stay tuned. And I'll see you in the next one. God bless. Peace out.